Good morning, everyone. It is 9 a.m., August the 10th, 2026. We're going to call the regular Commissioners Court meeting to order. We appreciate everybody being here today. And the first item on the agenda is going to be prayer and pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Bowen, please.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for the blessings. We thank you for this court. We thank you for the individuals that's here and continue to lead us and guide us and make sound decisions. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, item number 3 would be public comments. We have 2. Does anybody else want to sign up? There's a sign-in sheet over there. Jacqueline Corus from Bruce Road. Ma'am, if you'll come forward, you've got 5 minutes. It's 9:02 a.m. Good morning, Ms. Corus.
Good morning.
Good morning. I have a copy for each of you if you want it now or after.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
We, the residents of Atascosa County, have been coming to this court for months now, only to be dismissed, with our concerns regarding what the county can do, regarding data and best centers. Residents such as Gilbert Cumberledge, Kathy Pavelic, Linda Carter, Shayna Baker, Oscar Corus, Adelina Canop, Nick Vasquez, Vicki Eckert, Amanda Alderete, Mark Munsell, and I, to name a few, have been working tirelessly to bring concerns of all Atascosa residents to you. Meetings were held, petitions signed by hundreds and given to you, speeches made, peaceful protests were held, yet your unwillingness to take actions show a lack of concern for the very constituents who elected you to the chairs you're sitting in today. I am requesting the following be put on the agenda for the next Commissioners Court meeting on August 24th. I am bringing you today a petition that explicitly states by law what the County of Atascosa, Texas can do by immediately taking the following action. Protect roads and infrastructure, mandate pre-construction road use agreements, enforce high-value surety bonds, and Section 251.153 load limits, tie road agreements to other approvals, leverage local and financial permitting safeguards, deny local tax incentives, enforce strict floodplain and stormwater ordinances, rigorous driveway and sewage permitting, ensure safety and coordinate water oversight, mandate emergency action plans, fund first responder safety, coordinate water audits, maximize state utility and public pressure, intervene in state utility PUC proceedings, form an industrial impact advisory committee, a citizen-led county committee. Once again, we are here to ask you to do your jobs to speak up and advocate for the citizens of Atascosa County, Texas. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Vicki Eckert from 2026 Ackland Road. Good morning, Ms. Eckert.
Good morning.
It is 9:04 a.m.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners, and members of the community. I'm standing here today because I believe the people of Atascosa County deserve transparency, not rumors, not assumptions, and not information discovered years after decisions have already been made. I have with me a recorded cash warranty deed involving Judge Weldon Coote and his wife and a company called Vessi 13 LLC. According to this deed, approximately 5.59 acres of property in Pleasanton were conveyed to Vessi 13 LLC in July of 2022. The deed states consideration of $10 and other goods and valuable consideration. I want to be very clear about that wording because I'm not here to discuss what the public record says, I am here to discuss what the public record says, not exaggerate it. What makes this important today is what happened to that property afterward. Vessi 13 is now publicly identified with the Paradiso Best Battery Energy Storage Project here in Atascosa County, a project listed as approximately 100 megawatts. And now 4 years later, our community is having serious conversations about battery storage facilities, large energy developments, and data centers wanting to locate in Atascosa County. That raises questions that the public has every right to ask. When did county leadership first become aware of these projects? What discussions took place with developers before the public knew about them? Were county officials aware in 2022 that this property was intended for a large-scale battery storage project? What other companies are currently negotiating purchasing land, securing electrical infrastructure, or considering projects in Atascosa County? And perhaps most importantly, when are the citizens supposed to become part of the conversation? I'm not standing here today claiming that selling private land is illegal. I am not standing here accusing anyone of a crime. I am saying something much simpler. Transparency matters. When an elected official has previously conducted a private land transaction with a company connected to a major energy project in the county that the official now governs, the public deserves disclosure and answers when matters involving that industry come before the county government. These projects can affect our land, emergency services, electrical infrastructure, roads, property owners, water resources, and the future character of our communities. We should not have to discover important pieces of that history by digging through courthouse records years later. And as discussions about data centers continue, I believe Commissioners Court should publicly disclose what companies are approaching this county, what incentives are being discussed, what infrastructure they will require, what risk taxpayers could ultimately carry, and whether any member of this court has had a previous financial or property relationship with any company involved. This isn't about being a Republican or a Democrat. This isn't even about automatically being for or against every energy project. It's about whether the people who live here get a seat at the table before our county is changed, not after. Atascosa County belongs to the people who live here, and before one more major industrial project moves forward, the public deserves the whole story. Now, I know you can't answer this last question, but before I finish, Kathy Powalik could not be here today, but she asked that I share one question on her behalf. Why are there so many secret land deals going on behind closed doors in executive session? How is that transparency? Thank you. And I have copies here of that deed.
Next item on the agenda is there any other public comments before we go?
Thank you, sir.
Any other public comments? And last call for public comments. Okay, the next item on the agenda is going to be Auditor Tracy Barrera.
Yes, sir.
And outside auditor Robert Carter with Lee Allen Carter. Presentation of the Atascosa County 2024 Audit Report by Robert Carter and Lee Allen Carter, PC. Consider taking action to accept the 2024 audit report and enter it to the county minutes. Good morning.
Morning. Morning, Judge. Morning,
Got a lot of
Commissioner.
paper today, huh?
Yeah. No big deal. You need this back?
All right.
All right.
Should have the audit report, and then there's the the communication letter and then the examination report. I'm going to just go over the communication letter. This is required communication with governance. Summarizes the results of this audit. It's a 3-page document, and then the adjustments are attached. Under significant audit matters, there were no new accounting pronouncements or policies impacting the county for fiscal year '24. On your accounting estimates, those are those 4 bullet points there. These are the same accounting estimates as in prior years. There hasn't been any change in your accounting estimates. On the second page, difficulties encountered in performing the audit. The primary issue here was the software conversion. It just, basically took an extensive effort, and there was complications involved in it. So consequently, we just weren't able to obtain a complete set of trial balances for some time. So, that was mainly the issue. Nothing necessarily with management per se. It was just the fact that it just didn't go as planned. As far as corrected, uncorrected misstatements, there are no uncorrected misstatements on these financial statements. All adjustments have been posted. I'm required to give you those adjustments. They're on the back of this report. 10 adjustments in all. The first one is just for financial statement reporting purposes. Basically, we have to eliminate the claim on cash, the pulled cash, otherwise it doubles up on the financial statements. Every fund has their own respective portion of pulled cash, so consequently, there's a clearing fund that has a control of all of those, so we have to eliminate it, like I said, otherwise it'll double the cash. Entries 2 through 10 were all done to various balance sheet accounts, and these were done in order to reconcile your opening balances from the old software to the new software. So these basically, all these adjustments were done to correct those balances. Getting back to the report, no, we had no disagreements with management. We did not have a need to consult with any third parties, or there wasn't any specific issues where we needed to get a second opinion. We do have 2 findings. These are financial statement findings. They're not on the grants necessarily. They start on page 4 of the audit report itself. I just want to briefly go over those. The first finding is on the custodial funds. You guys have around $9 million in these custodial funds, and there's around $4.5 million that they're not reflected in your general ledger. So, consequently, we couldn't audit those, and that's why we had the exception on the opinion. So, Trace is aware of these, and, obviously, she had her hands full with the software conversion, so she plans on remedying that in fiscal year '25. And so basically, the activity related, and these are mainly like your fine and fee accounts, like your county clerk, district clerk, sheriff funds, tax office funds. So the revenues and expenses are recorded, essentially the revenues, like the fines and fees, are on the books. These are just the balance sheet accounts, we confirm the cash balances, that's why they're on here. But as far as, being able to audit those numbers, we can't necessarily because they're not on the books. So again, that's something that she plans on remedying in this fiscal year. The second issue is controls over the bank recs. So basically, the bank recs didn't appear to be timely and accurately performed. This is a pretty critical control. It helps to ensure your cash transactions are properly recorded. Reduces the risk that cash receipts, cash disbursements, your cash balances are not accurately reflected on the financial statements. So again, if you look at, when we go over the balance sheet, you can see here that cash is a pretty critical piece. And that obviously just, compounded the matter where, so it's something that you need to, and again, from what I understand is you guys are planning on remedying that in '25 as far as the bank reconciliation function. So those are the 2 findings. Now, the second report is the federal examination. This is basically the last of that, the fiscal, the recovery money that y'all had. Since that was basically the biggest federal expenditures you had, we don't necessarily have to do a full-blown single audit. We just issue this audit report. And the last paragraph is our opinion. It states the county complied in all material respects with the specified grant requirements. We didn't have any exceptions with the audit on the recovery funds. Now, in the actual audit report, I'm just going to go over some of the highlights. Page 1 is our auditor's report on your financial statements. And as you can see there, the opinions are unmodified, meaning these are clean opinions with the exception, obviously, of the custodial funds. The county's financial statements are fairly stated in accordance with accounting principles. Then the only exception is the custodial funds. On your balance sheet is on page 12. This is the county's consolidated government-wide full accrual basis. This is what's required under Government Accounting Standards Board. So for fiscal year '24, the county had total assets of $105.2 million. Those primarily consist of cash of $25.4 million, investments of $4.6 million, tax receivables of $23.6 million. The accounts receivable there is those are municipal court receivables. Those were $3.1 million. Not municipal, the district clerk, county clerk receivables. Prepaid items were $1.7 million. Capital assets net of depreciation were $46.5 million. Under that category are your outflows. So the pension plan, you guys participate in the Texas County District Retirement Plan. And that's dated as of December 23. So any contributions subsequent to, from January to December are essentially prepayments into the plan. Those are $2.4 million. Under that category are your liabilities. You had $21.5 million in liabilities, $1.9 million in payables, $774,000 in compensated absences. Your long-term debt was $18.8 million. And the net pension actually had it was an asset for the year. That's why it's a credit balance of $460,000. So essentially, since the plan is dated December, we make calculations to, the actuary value is done in December of '23. So we have to basically make calculations to true it up as of your fiscal year. And so that's why we have these inflows and outflows. The inflows, the first inflow is the property taxes. This is, since you guys basically have a December year end, the levy that's done in October for the subsequent year is basically held in a liability account for the next year's budget. So that's the $31.7 million. And then there was additional accrued expenses of $678,000 on the pension plan, again, just to true up the numbers as of your fiscal year. So the result of applying these assets and the prepayments against the liabilities and the additional accrued expenses is your net position. This is your equity, is $53.7 million. The second page is on page 13 is the consolidated income statement. And again, this is on the required format, the full accrual basis of accounting under GASB 34. In the first column are your expenses. The total expenses for the year were $55.1 million. Again, this is for countywide. Now, this includes depreciation expense, and that's $3.4 million for the year. This is a non-budgeted, non-cash item. I'd just like to disclose that because that's something different than you see when you do your budgets. You don't typically, they don't budget for, unless you have enterprise funds, which you guys don't. The next columns over are the program revenues. There's two categories there. Charges for services were $8.1 million, and your operating grants and contributions were $7.8 million. On the far right column, under general revenues, you had general revenues of $43.4 million. Those are property taxes of $32 million, general sales taxes of $8 million. Your other taxes are your franchise and your hotel taxes of $796,000. Investment earnings were $1.5 million. So if you take the effect of these expenses against the program and general revenues, the category under that, the change in net position, this is a surplus of 4.2 million. Overall, as far as the county's health, going back to the balance sheet, you guys have a very healthy balance sheet. Your asset to liability ratio is, in county governments, local governments, I like to make sure that there's at least a 2-to-1 ratio, and that's what when you look at your bond ratings, that's something that they look at, and so you guys have an exceptional asset to liability ratio, 105.2 million to 21.5 million, so that should definitely help you out as far as your bond rating. Overall, as far as the income statement, you guys have, again, 50 million or so in operating expenses, so that breaks down to about 4 million a month as far as monthly operations, so you have well over 3 months of working capital. So again, that's a very good indicator for as far as your financial health. And that concludes my presentation. I'll open it to any questions you guys have.
I want to thank you for everything you've done. It's been a rough year.
Sure
on
has.
This one, hasn't it? Yeah. And I want to thank our auditor, Tracy Barrera, for all the work, and Laura, everything that's put into this. It's been a very big undertaking.
Right.
One of the deals that killed us time-wise was the conversion of the
Right.
computer, and some things that had to happen before that didn't, and through the conversion. One of the things I want to advise the court and yourself, that Tracy and I have been looking at possibly changing our fiscal year. We're one of 17 counties in Texas that have an
Right.
January 1 fiscal year, and it kind of messes us up with
Right,
our cash
complicates it.
flow. So we're looking at the next year or two possibly to convert it to October 1,
Right.
like all the rest of the counties. And mainly just smaller counties have it, and we're up there big enough now, we probably need to convert. But we're looking seriously about doing that as soon as we can in the next year or two, if the court agrees. I do appreciate this. I know our 25 audit needs to come out pretty quick, and we're
Right, and we're going to jump right in it. I've got all my resources going on 25, and so as soon as we, post these adjustments, we'll roll right into 25.
Right. Ms. Barrera, your response letter, do you want to have any comments on that today?
It's required whenever we have those type of findings. I've had conversations with Mr. Carter, and I feel that we will have those resolved by the 25 hours.
Okay. Anything else to add?
That'll be it.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept the audit letter to the minutes along with the management letter?
Make a motion to accept the Atascosa County 2024 audit report by Robert Carter with Leal and Carter, P.C.,
Enter it to the minutes.
and entered into the minutes.
Okay, is there a second? Second. Second by Commissioner Eustace. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you,
Well,
sir.
have a good morning.
job. We really appreciate the effort on this one. It's been rough. Okay, next we have item number 5. District Attorney Audrey Lewis discuss take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee David Martin, position Assistant District Attorney. Pay rate is $400 per month, longevity pay. Salary budget area is 047-400-405. Start date will be August 10th, 2026. Current employee. Good morning, Lottie.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you. So that's, he's a new attorney, his longevity pay, and it's budgeted.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am. Next, we have item number 5, Justice of Peace Judge Leal. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel, existing employee Monica Flores, position Deputy Clerk, transfer existing employee from JP1 to JP3. Pay rate is $23.65 hourly. Salary budget area 012-430-402. Start date will be August 10th, 2026. Current employee. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for allowing me to present my request to the court. I currently have a vacancy for a deputy clerk in my office, and I respectfully ask for the court's approval for the transfer/promotion of Monica Flores from JP1 clerk to JP3 deputy clerk. You already mentioned the position. I have spoken with Ms. Flores. She accepted the offer. I also spoke with Judge Herrera, and he supports her transfer/promotion. So again, I respectfully request y'all's approval of this
Sure.
action.
We have a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowens. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge.
gentlemen, I really
Yes,
appreciate your
sir.
support, and if I may be excused, I got to get back to my court.
You bet. Good luck
Thank
to
you.
you. Item number 7, EMS Director Courtney Greer, discuss, take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee Stephen Rojas, position PRN EMT to enter EMT. Pay rate is $17.50 hourly, $120 a month uniform allowance. Salary budget area is 041-400-430-/041-400-489. Start date will be August 11th, 2026. Current employee. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Stephen was one of our PRN EMTs. On the next line, we have somebody going down to PRN, so they're just kind of flip-flopping PRN to full-time.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. And next, we have existing employee Christopher Lewis, position entry paramedic to PRN paramedic. Pay rate is $22 hourly. Salary budget area is 041-400-518. Start date will be August 11th, 2026. Current employee.
He's the one that's going down to PRN, so Stephen is going to be taking his spot.
So moved.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Pavelic, seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Is any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good job. Item number 8, Animal Control, Sarah Reen. Discuss, take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee Raymond Cotton, position to be, I guess that's part-time kennel tech, is that correct?
Full-time.
Full-time, okay.
Yes.
$19 an hour. Salary budget area is 012477406. Start date will be August the 10th, 2026. Physical and drug test are pending.
Yes, good morning. He is taking one of our open full-time kennel tech positions.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Second. Seconded by Commissioner Eustace. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. And next, we have new employee Shelby Conyers, positional kennel tech, full-time employee, $19 an hour. Salary budget area 012477406. Start date will be August 10th, 2026. Physical and drug tests are pending.
Yes, and she's taking another one of our full-time kennel tech positions.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate it. Item number 9, Detention Superintendent Timothy Gutierrez. Good morning, Mr. Gutierrez. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. Existing employee Brandon Carroll, position corporal. Pay rate is, I believe we have 2 people at the same thing, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, so we're going to take Brandon Carroll and Miranda Garza. Position is corporal, $24.40 hourly. Salary budget area 039-400-403. Start date will be August 10th, 2026. Both current employees.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners.
Morning.
We have a couple of supervisory positions that are open. We've had them open for a little while, been trying to be very careful with who we pick and everything of the sorts. These particular aspects of the people that we've chosen have risen to the occasion, we believe, and we'd like to move forward with them.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Second. Seconded by Commissioner Eustace. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. And next, we have 2 of the same again, correct?
That is correct, 3. Well,
no,
2.
we got 2,
Yeah,
because we got a different pay.
2 for the budgets, yes.
All right, 2? All right. We have Ashley De La Rosa and Javier Morales, Juvenile Detention Officer, Supervision Officer 2, $22.03 hourly. Salary budget area 039-400-562. Start date will be August 24th, 2026. Physical and drug tests are pending on both.
These 2 particular applicants came in with some experience and background in the juvenile justice departments, so we would like to go ahead and move them up and make sure that they're in the middle tier and would like to move forward.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, we have new employee Antonio Batson, Juvenile Supervision Officer 2. Pay rate is $22.03 hourly. Salary budget area 139-400-403. Start date will be August 24th, 2026, and physical drug tests are pending.
The same thing applies to this gentleman. He came with a background in our particular field, so we'd like to have him in the middle tier.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, we have new position, new employee Ethan Garcia, Position to be Juvenile Supervision Officer 3, pay rate is $21.11 hourly. Salary budget area is 039-400-562. Start date will be August 24th, 2026. Physical and drug test pending.
He had an excellent interview, does not have any experience or prior background, so we'd like to have him at Tier 3, and we'd like to move forward.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, we have new employee Amanda Quintero. Position to be part-time control technician. Pay rate is $12 hourly. Salary budget area is 039-400-406. Start date would be August 24th, 2026. Physical and drug test are pending.
We had an opening position for the part-time control tech. We only have 2 of those, so we'd like to fill in this other one.
So move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie, seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez, appreciate it. Next, we have Sheriff Guerra. Discuss and take appropriate action concerning personnel. New employee Chase Squires. Pay rate, position Deputy Sheriff, pay rate would be $23.44 hourly, 86 hours fluctuating, $200 a month uniform allowance, Senate Bill 22 eligible, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-562. Start date would be August 10th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Physical and drug tests are complete. Sheriff?
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. The actual position on that is correction officer. There was a typo on the deputy sheriff part, but he should be a commissioner.
So-
Correction officer.
Want to correct that to correction officers, y'all? Same? Okay. Go ahead, Sheriff.
In that position, I'm just simply filling empty spots, Judge.
Make a motion to approve with the corrections of correction officer.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie with approval, seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, new employee Javier Torres Martin, position Deputy Sheriff, pay rate is $27.70 hourly, 86 hours fluctuating, $200 a month uniform allowance, Senate Bill 22 eligible, incentive pay, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area is 012-110-410. Start date will be August 10th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Physical and drug tests are complete.
Yes, sir. Empty patrol spot. This gentleman come to us from Bexar County. He found out that the grass ain't always greener, so he applied here, and we're putting him on today.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic. I'm sorry, hold up. Okay, so 012-110-440.
562 is Joe, isn't it? Yeah. Deputy Sheriff, yes.
Okay, one more time, repeat it. Okay, so 012-110-440, is that correct? Okay, got that? Teresa, you got that? Okay. We're gonna drop the other motion, start over?
You amend your motion.
Just amend it? Okay. Any further discussion? Do we have a second on that?
I don't know if we had a second or not.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Eustace?
You seconded that?
No, I'm going to now.
Okay, I don't think we had a second, so he's amending his motion. You didn't have a second, so you don't have to amend a second.
Okay, then we're gonna start over. Start your new motion, let's go from there since we didn't have a second. Okay, do you have the motion down, Teresa? Okay, you got everything right? Okay, now we have a second? Second by Commissioner Eustace. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Okay, next we have Ashley Martinez, Corrections Officer. Pay rate to be $23.44 hourly, 86 hours fluctuating, $200 a month uniform allowance, Senate Bill 22 eligible, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation, salary budget area 012-442-562. Now, the start date will be today, August 10th, not 9th, at 9 a.m. Is that correct, Sheriff, everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have a motion?
I make that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second it.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, we have new employee Laura Stafford, Position jail nurse, Tier 1 at $29.81 hourly, $200 a month uniform allowance, 90-day county probation, 1-year agency probation. Salary budget area 012-442-427. Start date will be today. Physical and drug tests are complete. Sheriff?
Yes, sir. Filling in a nurse's spot, but there is a slight typo. I'm starting, Ms. Stafford, at Tier 2.
Okay, so it is a Tier 2, okay.
Yeah, Tier 2 at $28.84 an hour.
$28.84, okay, we're gonna start. Tier 2, $28.84 an hour,
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay, do we have a motion?
Make a motion to accept Laura Stafford for Tier 2 at $28.84 hourly.
Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. And next we have existing employee Ronald Sanchez Jr. as a bailiff. Pay rate to be moved to Tier 1 at $28.08 hourly, 40 hours, $200 a month uniform allowance. Salary budget here is 059-400-401. Start date will be August the 15th, 2026. Sheriff?
Yes, sir. Mr. Sanchez completed his county probation, and I'm just moving up to the proper tier level.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. The Sheriff, the next two I think are identical.
Yes, sir.
Okay, existing employee Emilio Rodriguez and Jared Fuentes, position Corporal Corrections Officer, pay rate Tier 1 at $25.73 hourly, 86 hours fluctuating, $200 a month uniform allowance. Senate Bill 22 eligible. Salary budget area 012-442-562. Start date will be August 10th. They're both current employees.
Yes, sir. I'm making promotions within the jail due to openings and people leaving and coming back, and, well, I'm making these promotions.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thanks, Sheriff. Item number 11, Brittany Van Kern with Rural Development. And I believe Ms. Beveleska is going to be in for Ms. Van Kern today? Yes. Okay. Good morning. Conduct a public hearing concerning the replat of lot number 13 in the Terrell Hills subdivision, unit number 2 on Jean Road in precinct 1. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, at this time, it is 9:37 a.m. We'll conduct a public hearing under item number 11A. Does anybody wish to speak in this public hearing at this time? Second call, anybody wish to speak on this public hearing at this time? And last call, anybody wish to speak? Okay, it is 9:38 a.m. The public hearing will be closed. Item B, discuss, take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the final plat or replat lot number 13 in the Terrell Hills subdivision, unit number 2 on Jean Road in precinct 1. Ms. Beveleska?
Yes, this meets all the rural development requirements, and they recommend approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 12, Brittany Van Kern, Rural Development, Ms. Beveleska standing in. A, conduct a public hearing concerning the replat of lot number 5 in Peachtree Estates subdivision on Amber Lane in precinct 2. At this time, we'll open a public hearing. Do we have everything qualified?
Yes.
Okay. It is 9:38 a.m., and we're going to open a public hearing. Does anybody wish to speak on this item? Second call, anybody wish to speak on this item? And last call. Being nobody to speak, we'll close that hearing at 9:39 a.m. and move to item B, discuss and take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the replat lot number 5 in Peachtree Estates subdivision on Amber Lane in precinct 2. Ms. Beveleska?
This meets all the rural development requirements, and they recommend approval.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 13, Ms. Beveleska for Ms. Van Kern on Rural Development. Discuss, take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of the following road board permits for Spectrum Gulf LLC in precinct 2. Dub Mill Drive, crossing number 1 and crossing number 2. Blue Quail Drive, crossing number 1, crossing number 2, and crossing number 3. Ms. Beveleska?
Again, this meets all rural development requirements, and they recommend approval.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen. Seconded by Commissioner Eustace. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 14, discuss, take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of right-of-way permits for Spectrum Gulf LLC in precinct number 2. They are Blue Quail Drive, Covey Drive, Dove Mill Drive, Molly Drive, Morning Dove Drive, Rock Dove Drive, Terry Lane, and Woodlands Hills Road. Ms. Beveleska?
This meets all the rural development department requirements, and they recommend for approval.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Next, Ms. Beveleska for Ms. Van Kuren, Rural Development, discuss, take appropriate action concerning approval or denial for the following right-of-way permits for City Public Service Energy in Precinct 2. Falling Leaf Drive, South View Drive, and Long Meadow Drive. Ms. Beveleska?
Again, this meets all the rural development requirements, and they recommend approval.
So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Bowen,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 16, Ms. Beveleska for Brittany Van Kuren and Rural Development. Discuss, take appropriate action concerning approval or denial of certificate of exception for the Garcia family on Granada Road in Precinct 3. Ms. Beveleska?
This meets all rural development requirements, and they recommend approval.
I move.
Motion made by Commissioner Pavelic,
Second.
second by Commissioner Gillespie. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 17, Ms. Beveleska for Ms. Van Kuren, Rural Development. Discuss, take appropriate action for approval or denial of the driveway permit for EOG Resources on County Road 414 in Precinct 4. Ms. Beveleska?
This meets all rural development requirements, and they recommend approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Eustace,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. And item number 18, Ms. Beveleska for Ms. Van Kuren, discuss, take appropriate action for approval or denial of right-of-way permit for EOG Resources on County Road 413 in Precinct 4. Ms. Beveleska?
Again, this meets all rural development requirements, and they recommend for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Eustace,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Beveleska.
Thank y'all.
Okay, item number 19. Myself, discuss, take appropriate action to approve resolution accepting public declaration of Settlers Crossing to present to TxDOT. Okay, if y'all remember, a year and a half ago or so, we pushed Settlers Crossing as a road. We adopted the county road system, crossing be on the west side of 281 in Pleasanton. And what this is basically a resolution to get crossing arms from the railroad that we pushed through. And I'm going to read the resolution into the minutes, and there we'll need to get it approved at that point to go to TxDOT. I believe Wilco is the representative here. Do y'all have anything to add to this today? Anybody? Okay. So, resolution of the Commissioners Court of Atascosa County, a resolution expressly accepting the public dedication of Settlers Crossing, declaring a public interest in public county road pursuant to Texas Transportation Code. Whereas the Commissioners Court of Atascosa County is authorized under the Texas Transportation Code and the Texas Local Government Code to establish, accept, and maintain public county roads for the safety, welfare, and economic benefit of the public. And whereas a signed and properly executed plat designating Settlers Crossing as a public county thoroughfare was previously approved by the court on June the 10th, 2024, and duly recorded on June the 11th, 2024, in the official public records of Atascosa County, Texas, as plat number 450-B NPC. And whereas this Commissioners Court desires to eliminate any administrative ambiguity regarding the public status of Settlers Crossing and formally affirm an acceptance and dedication for public use and maintenance. Therefore, be it resolved that the Commissioners Court of Atascosa County, Texas, that formal acceptance and dedication of the Commissioners Court hereby officially, expressly, and unconditionally accepts the dedication of Settlers Crossing as a public county road within the jurisdiction of the county system of Atascosa County, Texas. 2, jurisdiction and maintenance. The county hereby affirms its jurisdiction over the Settlers Crossing and assumes maintenance responsibility for the public roadway and approaches leading up to the railroad right-of-way. 3, the effective date. The resolution shall take effect immediately upon passage and adoption of the Commissioners Court. So it would be passed and approved the 10th day of August, 2026, and signed by me if we approve it this morning.
Move for approval.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Pavelic. Is there any further discussion? This will clarify with TxDOT for the railroad department that they were trying to push to get the railroad crossing arms at that intersection. Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. All right, so this will be recorded today, and we'll get a copy to y'all and get it to TxDOT as soon as we can, okay? Probably today or tomorrow. All right, next item on the agenda is Curtis Vickers, item number 20, and myself discuss take appropriate action to approve county infrastructure monthly project report. Good morning, Mr. Vickers.
Morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. The medical examiner building is moving along. We are finally in scheduling with AEP, not on the schedule yet, but in scheduling, so it's a matter of time before they get our power run over there and our transformer set. The 2 rooftop units for the north side of the building were set Friday. They're textured walls, and they're doing the primer coat and probably be painting this week in that northern part. The southern part, which is the autopsy area, overhead work continues with the exhaust and duct work and electrical and plumbing as well. The cooler was installed last week. The exterior, with the exception of the soffit, is buttoned up. All the masonry work is done. They're just doing touch-up work to it. Doors are installed, including the roll-up doors at the Sally Port. Currently put out for some bids for a remodel on the elections office. It's going to be required so that it can be a polling place come November. It should be fairly minor, just removing some walls and opening up an area that will be divided from the back half. Visited with Justin on the records room. It's currently secured. We have the new 36-inch door with 2 keys on it. Maintenance director has one. The other is in the lockbox in the judge's office. And there is still the keypad on the roll-up door with limited number of persons having that code currently. We have looked at potentially putting a keypad on the small door, removing it from the roll-up so that it'll close until the IT department finds a new vendor for our access and cameras. We can't do anything with that until then. That's it.
Okay. Anybody have any questions, Mr. Vickers? Okay. All right. Mr. Vasquez, you were working seriously on this new upgrade of this security system, right? Okay. We've met with a couple people already and trying to push it. We're not getting any response to the current people we have, so we need to move forward. Okay, anything else to add?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're moved to item number 21. We're going to recess into executive session. We shouldn't be long. I don't think it's going to be but a few minutes. Regular session of Atascosa County Commissioners Court will now recess in order to convene executive session according to Texas Government Code 551.071 and 551.074 to discuss personnel and other matters with the county attorney's office. A, we will discuss the purchase and or sale of real property and legal matters related to the real property. And B, discuss and update pending litigation matters. At this time, it is 9:48. We're recessed. 10 a.m. this morning. We recessed from executive session back into open session. No action was taken in executive session, as always. I want to get that point across, that we don't take action in executive session. It's illegal, and we're not going to do anything illegal, especially with the county attorney and county auditor in there. So everybody that making these statements, I want everybody to know that we do not take action in executive session. Okay, next item we have is number 23. We're back into open session. A, discuss the purchase or sale of real estate property or legal matters related to real properties. Any action on that item? No action. Okay. B, discuss and update pending litigation matters. Any action on that item? Okay, we have no action on item A or B. Item number 24, discuss and review and take action to accept or approve all invoices and payroll. Ms. Barrera? Okay. All right. Payroll we have is claim number 88, an amount of $811,676.48, and claim number 24, an amount of $36,132.11.
Make a motion to approve all bills and payroll invoices.
Motion made by Commissioner Gillespie. Second. Seconded by Commissioner Bowen. Any further discussion? All those in favor? That motion carries. Item number 25, myself, Tracy Barrera, discuss, review, any reports submitted. You have anything today? Okay. Okay, item number 6, comments from the Commissioners Court. No action can be taken. Commissioner Gillespie?
I had a few things, but I don't even remember what it was, so I'm good. Like 5 minutes ago, I was on top of it. I knew what I was going to say, and then it just left me. So.
All right. Commissioner Bowen? Nothing? Good. Commissioner Pavlik?
I'm done.
Commissioner Gillespie? Okay. Okay, we are going to have another, next regular meeting is going to be scheduled for Monday, August the 24th. But we are going to have a special meeting August the 17th, and it'll be a budget session. So we'll have a budget workshop, and if there's some items to be on the agenda, I think there may be 1 or 2 that we need to get on there, so there will be a special meeting for that. Evergreen is going to have a public hearing on water and availability. I'm sorry?
I remember what it was whenever you get done.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
When you get done, I remember what it. I want to hit on my topic.
I'll come back to you in just a minute.
You're fine. Thank you.
Evergreen's going to have a special meeting to explain some of the rules and some of the water usage on September 10th at the Justice Center. Again, our State of the County is going to be October the 20th. So just some items that we're trying to do on transparency and some things we're working on. We have implemented a county meeting or recap. So after the court meetings you see, we put a recap out there. We put it out there on Facebook and public so people know. We're trying to be as transparent as we can. Let everybody know also, I got notice Thursday or Friday. I think it came in Thursday, but I didn't see it till Friday. There will be 2 765 kVA power lines that are coming through the county. You think data centers are going to be a nightmare? Think about these power lines. They're going to affect a lot more people, and it's going to be huge. And it's something we have to look at. We are going to establish a 931 commission. We'll be working on that here real quick. There's not much info yet, but it is coming through. So I want everybody to know. And it will be a county impact on that. So be prepared for those things to come. I want to clarify something that was said earlier today in public comments. I've been buying property and selling property in this county since 1984, and I'm going to continue to do it. And I'm not going to take any action that's going to involve the Commissioner's Court whatsoever. Anything that I have for sale except for my wife and kids. I want everybody to know that. So the lies of acquisitions of things happening behind closed doors and stuff, that ain't happening. If you got a problem with that, that's your problem, not mine. Second thing is, I did buy a piece of property, 5.59 acres in Pleasanton. I bought it approximately, I don't remember, 2012 or 13, somewhere in there, maybe 14. And I did sell it later. And I did sell it during the time I was announced to run for judge. But it was under contract before I ever announced. So, and another thing, I don't have any say in that battery storage system. The city of Pleasanton will have to make a decision on that, not the county. So I want everybody to clear my name on that. And anything else I decide to do, I will bring forward to the county if it affects them. If it doesn't affect them, tough. I'm entitled to my property rights, and I'm entitled to do my situation. If you don't like it, that's your problem. Plain and simple. Anybody got any questions of me on that? Okay, we're going to clear that up right now. And the lies that are being told about us having stuff behind closed doors by a few people out there that are saying things that's absolutely a bald-faced lie, I want you to know you're not telling the truth. Okay, anything else today?
I've got.
I'm sorry, Commissioner.
So this is just for the public, and I hope that there's some on the internet or whatever watching this morning. I'm the chairperson of Alamo Senior Advisory Committee. It's through ACOG, And next Wednesday, if you want to get interested in this, just contact me. I've got a lot of information on it. But next Wednesday, August 19th, here at the Jordanton Community Center by the library, we will be hosting an education expedition. And it's for the elder mainly, but anyone is welcome to go. It's free of charge. However, the sign-up registration ends today, mainly so we have a head count for the luncheon that goes along with it. But it's fall preventatives and just making things aware of what ACOG offers to the service. So if anyone you have in your family is interested, it's free. It's a great opportunity to get involved and learn more stuff of what's available for you. So again, just reach out to me, and the cutoff is today if you're interested, so act quickly, but I expect to see a really good impact on helping getting the word out there for what ACOG offers. So again, just reach out to me. Thank you.
Okay, again, anybody else? Okay, being no further comments, it is 10:06 a.m. This Commissioners Court's adjourned.